You know, one of the biggest trading lessons I ever learned, if not the biggest trading lesson I ever had, was to understand that my individual stock trades don't operate in a vacuum. They're really mostly moving in line with what the big major indexes are doing, like the S&P and the Dow and the Nasdaq. Understanding what those guys are doing gives you a clue as to why your individual trades are acting the way they are. Your individual stock trades are like ships on the ocean of the major market indexes, so you need to know the tide and current of the market to successfully navigate your way to trading profits. Are we in a bull market or a bear market? What will happen to your trades this week? Don't get caught out and don't miss out. To understand the charts you're about to see, get your free video course and manual, plus many other free bonuses at stockgossipfilter.com. Now let's begin the show. Welcome to another weekly market update after the market closed 16th of June 2023. As always, we begin with the big picture, S&P 500. Each of these up and down pegs is a week of action, smoothed out for us by these moving averages here, the red and blue lines. The most important one of all being the red line, the 40-week moving average. And what's happening right now is, as I've been commentating, that long bear market ended this year and slowly it's been trying to push on. I've been saying for months now this market wants to go higher in the face of everyone being pessimistic and crying about recession, all that stuff. But the market just does its own thing, and here it is doing it. So all very bullish so far. It's looking great. Here's how it finished the week. As I've been saying for about the last 4 weeks now, I think I've been being bullish on the week ahead, while the bigger picture view is more of a kind of uncertain transitioning market, which I call a fox market. It's not a bull, it's not a bear, it's transitioning into something, and we don't know. We don't want to second guess yet. However, that being said, if this continues, then it may only be a couple of months away before I actually make an official call for a new bull market. But I'm not going to say anything yet because my system still says amber light. So there's this week's action, that peg up right there. Now the only complaint I've got, and there's always a but, is that the market needs to digest its gains. And what I'm seeing this week probably happening, especially if we go to the daily chart now in the week ahead, is a case of indigestion. I want to draw your attention to a couple of things here that's been the red bars here. That's what's called a distribution day. That's heavy selling going on, and there's one on Friday, and the market closed down at the end of its range. And to be fair, this market deserves a breather. It's done exceptionally well, and now it just needs to digest its gains. So I'm calling this a fox market still, which means it's transitioning into something. This week ahead, I'm going to have to say, on the bearish side, and a well-earned bearish in the sense of, it just needs a rest. Dow Jones is joining in the party, and the Dow transports are aligning with it, which is an important thing. But the big leader of them all is the Nasdaq, and this is the one that you have to look at it here and think there's the moving average, right? It's a little bit too far from home. This one's soaring up high, while the moving average is still down here, just starting to pull out of that nosedive, curling up like that. One or two things needs to happen here. Either the moving average needs to catch up, or the price needs to come down. Price coming down is probably the most likely thing ahead, and still might get. This is still you still might get a couple of weeks good June while it sort of totters along there. But I'm predicting a July and August that might be a bit choppy, but in a healthy sense as this thing corrects. One final thing to look at. Let's always look at individual stock chart of the week from my watch list that you can get if you go to the online and get your free bonuses, and then get the watch list, and then you won't miss out on things like this. This is where we're in at this one, and I'll look at that. That's almost 100% gain. This is the action over just this week alone for LOD. All right, that's all for this week. Speak to you next time. I appreciate you giving this video a like, and don't forget to subscribe, or you could miss an important market call. Next up, a free webinar, how to read stock charts and trade stocks, so you'll know what I'm looking at each week and why, as well as be able to trade your own stocks. I'll speak to you next week.